Well, this morning we are learning more about this 17-year-old boy who died in U.S. immigration custody in Safety Harbor. Right now, immigration advocacy groups are calling for answers. 10 Tampa Bay's Adoria Chumba is live in studio this morning with what we know so far.
Angel Eduardo Maria Diaga Espinoza died on May 10, just 5 days after coming into DHHS's care. The teen was placed at a facility in Safety Harbor called Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services. Now, his mother told the Associated Press that all he wanted was to live the American dream, and her son had no known illnesses, nor had he shown any signs of being sick before his death. Now, the teenager was identified Friday by the Honduran Foreign Relations Minister. It's still not clear what happened to Espinoza, but a Health and Human Services spokesperson says a medical examiner's investigation is underway. Now, we have not heard from the folks who run the facility, but we know that the state stopped licensing such migrant shelters, leaving them solely under federal jurisdiction. Now, thousands of migrant children in DHHS's care across the country are in such facilities. Immigration experts say they expect that number will grow and say the process toward documenting many of them is complex.
These individuals are not traveling with their documentation most of the time. They're not traveling with their birth certificates. They're not traveling with their school records, their medical records, the types of identification that we generally need in these types of cases. So they do become very complex processes.
Now, according to DHHS, more than 8,600 children are currently in its custody, and many of them are at facilities like Gulf Coast Jewish Family and Community Services in Safety Harbor. Now, those advocacy groups, of course, are calling for a thorough investigation into what led to Espinoza's death and also for accountability. For now, live in studio, Adoria Chumba, 10 Tampa Bay.